entering a new decade as the world's leader in motorsports coverage presents Speed World.
Jabroni. Jabroni.
Jabroni Cup fever. Catch it. Woo! Hell yeah!
All right, Jabroni Cup action. This is Chet McGurk with Tad Lowdermilk. Welcome to the 2022 COVID Bowl Classic. Tad, you ready to go racing?
Yes.
Yeah, we're supposed to be at, I think, Wilkesboro today, but we've had some scheduling issues, I guess. So now we're at Charlotte. And the season standings still show Justin Parks in the lead with Cole Parks in second. I'm not sure who else is where, but we're not going to check right now. There's our qualifiers up on the screen. You can see Jason Parks, pole position today, Tad. How about that? With Drew Parks up in second. Dane Parks in third. Logan Parks fourth. Cole Parks fifth. Chris Skeen sixth. Jacob Parks seventh. Cam Cockerham in eighth. Justin Parks ninth. EJ Lawler 10th. So let's see what happens. I'm going for... It's like we're going to be under the lights here tonight in Charlotte. Lowe's Motor Speedway, Tad. And we're rolling. So we've got 80 laps on tap for this event with the Jabroni Cup. Oh God! Of course, why did it not? Hold on, we're gonna get. We're not having the stats not working, so we'll just see if we can refer. No, because it's not working. Why is it not working on there? Okay, we're stopping this because we're gonna have stats. Doesn't work without the stats, and Yep. So don't understand why. Maybe if we refresh that, maybe that'll do something. I wonder if it's because the track got messed up and that messed that up. I don't know, but we're going to stay live here, Tad. We're going to stay live here and see if we can catch back up with the feed because the track should have loaded by now. It should be saying that there are no times available yet. So let's just... We're going to see a little bit of behind the... See the sausage get made. So let's put that up for a minute. All right, we're back. Things have shuffled around a bit because we had to get our stats up and running. Let's see if we can get the whole thing going here. That's what happens when Wilkesboro cancels on us. We have to suddenly change venues. As it's, you know, people up front have shuffled around a bit. Looks like the stats are working though now. Hallelujah. So we got 80 laps, Dad. 80 laps here at Charlotte, and we're going green. Let's see what happens. No time recorded, okay. So, but we've got the stuff at the top. That means it's working. And they're going green. Chris Skeen in inside. Jacob Parks on the outside. Looks like Spider's already taking a look down low. I can't see where I put my cup. Drew Parks and Spider battling. Getting real close. Real familiar with each other. Oh, wow. Don't usually see that at the bigger tracks. The in and out car is stuck up on old Mitch.
Oh my gosh.
So we'll have to back that up and see what happened. But pretty big one. Just starting off, and wow, that's Tad. We don't usually see that on the big tracks. I'm really surprised. That's usually a small track thing where guys are getting crazy with it. Usually, you know, they settle into the draft. But not today. So let's back up and check out what happened. As a big one, and then Chris Skeen going into the pits.
Why did he do that at the start of the race? He didn't look like he got hit. He got hit in between anything.
Yeah. So it was pretty far back, but I know Spider ended up on top of somebody, so maybe we'll stay with him. Yeah, he was really. Let's back up and take a look at this battle going on between. Ooh. Smacking. Yep. Smacking to the Zardov's car. Both of those two guys. Oh, Spider takes out Drew. Loses control and the track. You're better than that, Spider.
Well, there's the
Major
Cut's
pile
car
up.
was upside down for a little bit.
Yep. Well, maybe we'll take a look from his view. But definitely the fireworks between Spider and Drew are what started this whole shebang. Neither one wanting to give an inch. Drew just got down into him. Let's see what happened. Drew started to come back up. Both Drew and Spider just drove right back up with no, without even checking the traffic. Just decided to pull back up there like nothing was going on. Hey guys, we're trying to race here. We got a little bit of stuff going on. All right, let's see if we can get caught back up and then take a look at our stats. See who's going to be dipping out early. Maybe the cautions won't be as long, Tad. We'll see today. Coming back around, we're on lap 4. I already had the big one. I gotta say, I'm pretty surprised, because usually on the, like I said, Tad, larger tracks, usually much more subdued, usually a lot more clean racing. But I'm not going to complain if these guys want to spice it up, you know. So let's pull up Statron 6000. I'm guessing it's going to cycle when we get back through. It's showing. I guess Skeen pitted, but I don't know. We'll see. Things are a bit off this evening. Jabroni Cup, and you know what? It happens. Whoa. Okay. Guess they're getting the wave around. So we weren't even at the front of the field there. Jacob Parks in first for now. Jason Parks and Miles Parks look like they're going to get the start up front for being a lap down. I guess both guys had to hit the pits after the pile up back there. Anyways, Dad, here we go. Should be going green here momentarily. Jacob Parks, Cam Cockerham, and E.J. Lawler in the top three. Just wait and see when they come around. Maybe. Just cruising for a bruising. Still on lap 4 of 80, so this will probably be the only Jabroni Cup race for the day. So it's looking like it's going to be a long one, Tad. Just hanging out, waiting for green. There we go. Going green. Let's see what happens. Jacob Parks out front. Dane Parks getting real fast, but Jason Parks is going to hold down that inside line and back him up. Moves down. Whoa, somebody's getting really far down back there. JD. Some people battling in the back. Cycle back through. This has been a crazy race for a large track, for a speedway. With Cam Cockerham and Jacob Parks out front. Cam Cockerham getting down inside, taking a peek. Looks like he's going to get him. He's staying right there with him, Tad. Yep. Slowly working his way around in that spam machine. Cam Cockerham, new race leader. And then we're going to wait. Looks like Luke Parks has moved up to third. Chris Skeen moving up, but kind of checking up there for a minute. I'll cycle back through and see where one stands. Chris Skeen in fifth. Daryl Parks just behind him in sixth, with David Baird threatening on the inside. Got real close to the rear end of that 50 Catawba. David Baird out there just hustling. He's been putting together some more competitive laps in the second half of the season, to say the least. And Cam Cockerham trying to maintain the lead, but Jacob Parks back down on the inside. Although he looks like he's out by himself. If that giraffe picks up behind Cam, he'll maybe pick up speed, but he lets off the gas. Jacob Parks goes right around for now. We're seeing a lot of action up front, Tad. Not a lot of pace car. E.J. Lawler in ninth. Well, we think. Just working our way back up to the front. Jacob Parks still in the lead. It's been a crazy race, Tad. We're only on lap 10. Maybe things have settled down now, but I'm not seeing guys working together. Chris Skeen in fourth. Daryl Parks in fifth, but looks like he's got a nice line behind him. Jacob Parks drifts high, and that's all little Luke needs to take the lead in that Goldfish. Full Thunderbird out front now. New race leader on lap 11. Watching the rest of that inside line. If they would stay together, they could be making real progress, but they're 3 wide back there now, Tad. Daryl Parks kind of hung out to dry in the middle. Nowhere to go. getting real shaky. E.J. Lawler's taking advantage of this. Justin Parks right behind him. They're going to make their way up there to the front. But there's still a lot of ground to cover to catch up to Luke, but look at that. Look at them covering that ground. See that Camel Lumina working its way out. So lap 12 of 80, things have settled down crash-wise, but we're seeing some good racing. Some guys really not waiting around for anything. Justin Parks in third, getting ready to take second from E.J. Lawler. Duke's Mayonnaise car has worked its way back up from about midfield to the front of the pack here almost. If he can catch up to Luke in first. It's been real interesting, Tad. Not the typical type of draft race we see. Those guys back there are partying. Only on lap 14. Hopefully this action continues. I'm enjoying it, Tad. How about you? It's a good start to the COVID Bowl Classic. Dane Parks was quietly moved up to fourth. Cam Cockerham has recovered. He was dropping back, but has held on to fifth. Stinky Bennett up to sixth. Chris Skeen looks like he's in seventh. Their stats hadn't updated. Jacob Parks trying to fight his way back up into that lead pack. Right now, Justin Parks looking awfully fast even by himself out there. And Duke's Mayonnaise, let's get creamy for Thunderbird. Under the lights in Charlotte, Tad. It's never a bad place to be, and Justin Parks has caught up to Luke. I'm sorry, I think I just said he was in the lead. He's not, but he looks like he's getting ready to be. Oh, a little slow today, Tad. E.J. Lawler into Luke, but he recovers. Well, these guys are just going all out, aren't they, Tad?
Yeah.
That was a great recovery by Baby Uke. Just, you know, he got tapped, a little love tap by EJ, but he recovered very nicely, held on, and kept his speed too, you know. Going the wrong way. So Justin Parks up front. Now, he wasn't earlier. Luke was still in the lead, but he got around him. So Luke's in second, EJ in third, Stinky Bennett up to fourth. Jacob Parks in fifth, with Dane Parks on the outside of him. I keep going back and just taking a look through. All right, I'm going to do a little less talking. Dane Parks trying to work his way back up front. It's going to be one of those days, Tad, where I don't know if we're going to see as much cycling through. Dad? All right, Dad will be back, folks. It's a temporary break. Justin Parks still in the lead. Stinky Bennett getting chased with Jacob Parks behind him and EJ and Luke back there. Some of these same cars hanging around up front. It's going to bode well for them the rest of the race. We're on lap 19 of 80. If I remember correctly, Justin Parks is the points leader with Cole Parks in second. I think maybe Jason Parks is in third. I'm not sure. Jacob Parks diving down on the inside of Stinky Bennett. I'm going to try to work around him. Doing a lot of weaving back there, though. Could pick up a nice push from E.J. Lawler. We'll see. See what happens. So we're on lap 20 of 80 now. Some real racing going on today with Jabroni Cup. Crank it up. E.J. Lawler diving down inside. It's going to give him second place. Meanwhile, JD all the way up to fourth. That Xbox car. We haven't heard much from it this season after the strong start to the year, but kind of falling off. Let's see if which one of these guys makes a move here. JD getting down inside. Looks like he's going to get around the Zardos car. Can he get around EJ Lawler, though? That's the question. Maybe a little tap there between JD and EJ. Some real hard racing out there today. Tell you that much. David Baird up to 5th. Strong run so far for the Audi car. The question is, can he maintain? Can he stay up there? You know, these guys have gotten stretched out, so it's not like you're going to fall off of one draft and get railroaded. Should be able to hold on. Although Cole Park's moving back up. These guys battling for second place. EJ gets way too wide. It's going to give it up. Justin Park's still comfortably out front, though. Duke's Mayonnaise car just needed some clean air, and boy, it has been just on cruise control up front. Oh. A little bit of cheer wine coming back for everyone. Jacob Park's whipping it down inside to get around. Try to get around the Xbox car. He's got him. Let's see if he can threaten race leader now. Cole Park's still working his way back up. Stinky Bennett's staying up there in the top 5 or 6. Impressive run for both he and the Audi car. Both Randolph County race team members. I'm sure their team owner is very happy at the moment. Back up front, Justin Park still hasn't been threatened in a while. At least 4 or 5 laps at least. Lap 27 out of 80, folks. Let's maybe get back to our chase cam and go back through the field a little bit. A little volume check here. This shows you we've got a spread out field. Got one up front here, not 28. Let's bring up the stats and see who was left out there, or who's gone. So Drew Parks out, Rusty Hughes out, Luke Halton out, Pete Cool out, Mitch Merck out. And that big crash we had right there on the first lap. But they've held it together since then. We've seen some bold moves. But for the most part, clean racing. Clean enough for Jabroni Cup. Question's going to be, when are we going to start seeing pit action? It looks like that question's answered. Justin Parks, Jacob Parks, Cam Cockerham, Luke Parks, and Daryl Parks elect to go ahead and come into the pits here on lap 29. We're going to stay with the race leader. We'll see what happens once everyone gets their first pit stop in. The current race leader, Jason Brown, until that happens. See where he is out there. He's probably in the pit as we speak. Yep. Let's see how things stack up as these guys start to make their way back out onto the track. Yeah, I was going to say, stats take a while to catch back up. Jason Brown must have been quite the holdout. Maybe the last person to the pits. So there we go. Now we're getting things settled back in there, Tad. So Wilson Parks now is going to have about almost a 2-second lead over JD Sides in second. These are going to be some big gaps to cover there, Tad. Let's see what happens, because, you know, they've got to enjoy it while they can, because we know there's going to be at least one more pit stop for the entire race. And I don't know, Tad. We might have seen the last caution for the day. We'll see. Because right now, the only thing I could see happening is someone barging back out onto the track off of the pits and causing an incident, but I don't know. We'll see. It looks like JD is making up some ground back there. Yeah, it's already down to, it was 1.7, now it's 1.5. So he's running fast. That or Justin Parks is slowing down, one of the two. Now down to 1.27. So what do you think it is, Tad? You think that Xbox car is flying, or you think the Duke's car is slowing down? One of the two's got to be going on. Yeah. Although it looked like he maintained that same gap there on that lap. I'll tell you what, if those guys can get together in a line back there, they could railroad this thing. Take a look back. Justin Parks in first. JD in second. Ron Drigger's up to third. We hadn't heard from him all day. Coach Cam in fourth. Luke in fifth. Audi in sixth. Jacob Parks in seventh, but getting passed by Colt Parks as we speak. And that's going to be the lead pack right there if they can catch up to Justin Parks. But they're pretty spread out, Tad. Although, as soon as I say that, JD has shaved a lot more time off of that lead. Now it's down to 0.7 of a second. So he is working it. I think all these guys right now need to just, I think they're just trying to maintain and stay up there, not drift back. JD taking a sniff inside. Looks like he's going to have it. Brian Drigger's electing to pull right behind him. It's going to take Justin Parks down to third place after a long run up front. So that's our new race leader, JD Sides. Brian Drigger's behind him. We haven't heard much from these two drivers in a while there, Tad. So man, an interesting look out front today. And actually kind of a much more spread out field than I would have expected this early in the race. But I guess maybe that first crash thinning out the field that made a big difference. Brian Drigger's going to take the lead here shortly. Actually, he's already gotten around him. So another new race leader. Haven't seen much after that outburst. It seemed to last a couple races there, Tad, where Brian Driggers was kind of a resident hothead for a bit, but calmed down. Seems to settle in and having a nice run here so far in Charlotte. So this is a nice little duel back and forth between him and JD in second. They've put a little distance between themselves and Justin Parks, but the more they battle, the more those guys further back should be trying to make up ground. And there we go. Speak of the devil, JD gets around on the inside. Look at Justin Parks close that gap. That was like instantaneous. Must have hit the button to inject that engine with some dukes. Oh, they're hitting lap traffic. Miles Parks with the block on old Brian Driggers. Miles Parks not having a very good run today. Looked like he was lightly involved in that collision earlier, but that Terrari Oldsmobile is looking awfully slow out there at the moment. But JD and Justin benefited quite a bit from that on the block. Let's just take a look and see what happens as he drifts back through the field. As the leaders deal with getting around him. Who will he block, his dad or his brother? He stayed in the middle. Cole Parks gets around him. So does Jacob Parks, some of the Mumbies. Not having a very good day, but we're putting laps in. If your car's damaged, sometimes that's all you can look for, eh, Tad?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, where did Crocs come from? And where did, I'm trying to catch back up to the front. JD still in ahead. Ron Driggers in second. Justin Parks in third. Where did Crocs come from? I didn't see him. He has made his way back up to towards the front of the pack. So the cast of characters is changing up front. We're on lap 46 of 80. Where were we? We were like at, I think it was like 39 when they pit, something like that. So, no, it had to have been earlier than that. I don't know. Anyways, they're going to have to pit one more time, so it's going to make things interesting. JD's still cruising up front. Driggers held on to second. Cam Cockerham up to third once their stats reset here. Maybe. Still showing him. There it goes now. Yep, Cam third. Luke in fourth. Justin in fifth. Getting ready to take a peek. Getting around Luke, and he does. It's the same story of guys getting up high and kind of losing their nerve and letting off. That's all it takes to get around them, but it's an unlikely pairing up front. JD and Brian. Let's see what happens. Ryan Gator's going to work his way right back around him. Seemed pretty effortless to me, Tad. But, I was going to say, it looked like it was going to repeat itself. Let's see if JD can get right back around him on the inside. That's got to be opening the door. I imagine we're going to see Cam Cockerham cover that ground pretty soon. Make it a three-way battle. A three-way cockfight for the lead. Let's work our way back up. Jason Parks 18th. Logan in 17th. Wes 16th. Brown Eye 15th. Miles Parks 19th. Dane Parks 14th. Joe Parks 13th. Chris Keene 12th. Chris Everett 11th. Stinky B in 10th. AJ Lawler in 9th. Working on 8th, which is David Baird for the second being. AJ's, David Baird not giving up, but just can't hold on. David Parks 7th. Cole Parks 6th. We got some spicy action back there. David Baird, this is gonna be what we wanted to see to get these guys reset. I don't know. There's got to be a caution after this. I don't see how there couldn't be. Are we slowing down? I don't think we are. They elected not to throw a caution on that. So we're still going to be racing. How about that, Tad? Had someone turned around into the wall, and no caution flag. Looked like it was probably Stinky Bennett and David Baird. Stinky Bennett getting the better of that exchange. So I was kind of hoping to see everyone get stacked back up, just to give us some more battles, but not to be. This works out really in favor for the two guys up front. Lap 54, folks. Coach Cam trying to work his way up there, but not making a lot of progress. Battle for fourth between Luke and Justin. A lot of duels out there, just one-on-ones, eh, Tad? Look overly excited over there. Justin Parks trying to get around, but look at that. Luke powering back on the outside. We usually don't see many guys able to make that move on the outside, but Luke does it. But then slows down in the curve. In the turn, usually you get up there and you're slow, but out there on the straight, he came back. That is still a big gap. Right now, nobody's touching these two guys up front. Honestly, I'd kind of like to see a caution, just to get these guys stacked back up. Pace car. So lap 58. Starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Just an epic duel up front between these two cars today. JD's going to go ahead and pit. We're on lap 58, so I would think this would be the last one for the day. We're going to stay right with him since he's the race leader going in. Will he be coming out, Tad? I'm guessing he will be. We'll see. Let's pull up our stats. So Brian Jigger stays out, I think. I don't think I saw him come in. So now lap 60. Whoa. JD just pit and now he's going to pit again. That can't be good for your prospects of holding on to the lead. I swear, didn't he just pit? We just watched him come in. And he's right back. That's got to hurt. There's got to be something. Okay, touch and go. Don't understand that at all, but that's going to probably doom his shot for another win, because I believe he's already won a race this season. So, that's disappointing for the Xbox car, to say the least. So race leader Chris Everett, but it looks like he's also coming in to the pits. So I'm not sure who to get on. Let's just go back on Brian Driggers. There he is. So we'll sit right here, wait for our stats to settle back through. Looks like it's going to be a big lead for the Brian Driggers car. 3-second gap. So unless we see a caution or someone get crazy in lap traffic, I think that's gonna give him enough to pull this one off. We'll see. What do you think, Tad? Deep in thought over there. That's why we pay him the big bucks. He's the analyst. So we might take a look back, because at least looks like second place Cam Cockerham and third place Justin Parks are pretty close together. Yep, that'll be the battle for second place. Former teammates, let's see what happens as they battle it out on the track. Lap 65 of 80, so we are getting inching closer to the end. Justin Parks makes his way on the inside. Didn't take long. But let's see if the merry-go-round comes back around. Let's take a look at the rest of the top part of the field anyways. So Justin Parks in second, Cam in third. This is lap traffic. Audi is Luke's in fourth. JD in 17th after having to pit again. Stinky B in 6th, or 5th now. Jacob Parks in 6th. Cole's getting ready to go around him. So, Chris Everett in 8th, TJ 9th. Earl Parks 10th, Dane 11th, Scheme 12th. A little spicy trying to get around the Cajun filet biscuit machine. But that's just too much of a lead. It's almost 3 seconds. Let's see if Justin and Cam decide to try to work together to catch the leader of the race, or they just keep duking it out back there. That tells me they're going to be battling, but they're not going to even try for the lead. We'll keep an eye on the split right now. Brian Driggers almost 3 seconds out ahead of Justin Parks. Ted, you got anything going on over there? Just, yeah, no. Hey, we're on lap 69. So we're closing in. 80 laps in this race today. About to be done talking. Maybe that much time. But we'll see. See if anybody, let's see. They've caught up a little bit. They shaved a little bit of time off the lead, but I don't think they're going to have enough laps left to really do it. So we'll keep an eye here in second place with race leader Brian Driggers kind of cruising away with it. These guys have got to be hoping for a caution. Looks like JD just got around Luke back there. Well, Luke's going to go right back around here. Miles Parks speed bump again. And that's maybe going to give Cam a shot. Got to get around Logan next. Luke almost smashed into Miles back there. I'll tell you what, we might have to check in on Brian Driggers because that gap is closing. It might be that he got caught up behind someone. Not really, there's nobody around him. Maybe it was just from him getting caught up behind those guys that everyone else had to deal with. The lead's down to 1.46. If these guys would work together, they might have a shot, but Coach Cam taking a sniff on the inside. Pace car and pace car. 1.40. I'll have to do more than that to close it, but let's see, 1.18. As soon as I say that, they do. So got 6 laps left. Looks like they're closing in at a pretty good clip, Tad. Maybe they are finally drafting a little bit back there. 1.18. Ooh. As soon as I look down for a second, look back up. I don't think they're closing in the same way, but it's just over a second now. Got to give us a little bit of drama here at the end, maybe. See what happens this time around with the time. The split's 1.06 right now. Get around the start finish, we'll get an update. Looks like it didn't move, so maybe Jigger's car is speeding back up. I don't know, that's straight. It looked like they were gaining a little bit, but it seems like the turn is the weak spot. 0.87. Oh, Coach Cam grows impatient, dives down inside. We're on lap 77, so we're closing in on the checkered flag here. Triggers in first. Cam in second for the time being. Justin Parks in third. Luke Parks fourth. JD in 15th. Still up there fighting, but not in contention. Ryan Jiggers holding on to that lead. It's being whittled down, but they're just running out of laps to do it in. Just too much to overcome at this point. Cam Cockerham can get some real good corners in. He's got a shot, some turns, but 0.65. Just not gonna have enough to get up there. So we'll scoot back and see what happens back here between Brian Jiggers and Justin Parks. Battle for second place. As we're getting ready to come around for the white flag. White flag. Let's see, JD could be the fly in the ointment. He's at least a lap down, but looks like he shook Justin Parks a little bit, and that's going to take away the momentum he needed to even make a challenge to Cam Cockerham, who was close. Look at that. Got up to just barely over a third of a second, but just couldn't quite get there. If there were 2 more laps left, he could have caught him, but is not to be, as Brian Jiggers going to bring home the checkered flag here in Charlotte. Let's pull up the stats as everyone else crosses the start finish. It's a pretty good run. Pretty good run today. We had that big crash at the beginning. Spicing it up. Again, Drew Parks, another unfortunate victim. Let's finish up and take a look at the standings and call it a day there, Tad. Hopefully everything works after the ghost track didn't show up. So Justin Parks out ahead with a pretty commanding lead. Cole Parks in second in points, 123 behind. Jacob Parks in third. Chris Keenan fourth. Jason Parks fifth. Pete Cool sixth. Daryl Parks seventh. Luke Parks 8th, Miles Parks 9th, and Rusty Hughes in 10th. So, that's going to do it for today for the Jabroni Cup. Let's just see. So it looked like, oh, it's going to make us do lows again because of the previous one. skipped the event but went to this track. But that's okay. We'll have a back-to-back Charlotte, but not today. So, anyways, all right. Jabroni Cup Fever, we're out of here, bro. Any last words, Tad?
No.
Good stuff.